101.3 WATZ. And you know, we all love Santa Claus here, but I think it's safe to say that no one loves Santa Claus more than my special guest. It's the wonderful, the radiant Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, the big first. I got a whole lot of questions now that you've graced me with your presence. First and foremost, do you have a first name? Because we all know you as just Mrs. Claus.
Well, you can refer to me as Goody Claus.
Oh, Goody.
Goody. Well, Gertrude, but
Okay.
Goody is
Okay.
is actually a position that I had, and I go by Goody Claus.
Okay. Now, how did you and Santa meet?
Oh, Santa and I met many years ago in Norway. It seems I was a reindeer wrangler, and he came to check out our herd of in Lapland,
Mm-hmm.
and I fell in love with him right away. I had my snowflake bonnet on it with the sunrise ribbons, and it was just lovely. He thought that was a nice little outfit.
You were smitten by the red outfit and the giant white beard and all of that. Now, okay, you're obviously you've been married to Santa for a whole long time. What's Santa like the other 364 days out of the year?
Oh, well, sometimes you know how you can be, and sometimes I think he's a lazy woodman, but he is not. He works so very hard alongside me. We work as a team. We make sure that the Christmas trees grow.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure that the chickens lay the Easter eggs.
Okay.
And we work together to make sure that all the toys are made in time for Christmas.
So you guys aren't just working on Christmas. You know, you're working on Easter. You've got a whole lot going on.
We harness the lightning for the firecrackers. There's just so much to be done.
No, and now obviously we're now in December, so this is the big month for you guys. So I couldn't help but notice you have a naughty and nice list.
I do.
Oh boy! Now I'm sure a lot of kids are wondering if they're on the naughty list. What are some indicators if you're on the naughty or the nice list?
Well, we always want to make sure that the children have done their homework.
Oh yes, of course.
If they're obeying what their parents and their grown-ups tell them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you paying attention to your teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Don't hit your sister or brother. Make sure you brush your teeth in the morning and make your bed.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
And vegetables are good for you.
Yeah, they certainly are. Now, with the big day coming up, how do you and Santa prepare? I mean, I know you have that army of elves at the ready to help you out.
Oh, yes, it's so nice to have the army of elves. It didn't always start out that way.
What was it like at the beginning?
At the beginning, Mrs. Claus went out to garner and post the Christmas trees. And then the Christmas trees actually grew the wooden toys.
Okay.
So that was a long time ago. But now it's so much easier. And as Christmas executive officer, there's just so many responsibilities now. And the factories have grown. And we have so many elves, and they work so nicely together.
Now, on that special day, obviously you have all the reindeer that to help Santa Claus travel from Tokyo to Berlin to Alpena, Michigan to all the West Coast in California without missing a beat.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a secret, Mrs. Claus.
Well,
How does he do it?
Oh, the secret is that we go reverse and we use the time zones.
Okay.
So that we actually have more than just 24 hours to work with.
Okay.
So I know you think that there's just 24 hours, but because of the way that the time zones are,
Okay.
we can accomplish it in 48 hours.
Okay. Now a lot of people are getting their favorite cookies in order, and then of course it is National Cookie Day, so that begs the question. Just so Santa doesn't look at the table and go, oh, Mint Milano. Oh, come on. What is Santa's favorite cookie?
Well, Santa's favorite cookie is of course the ones that I bake him, but
if he had to choose.
he likes chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
He's
that
just
guy after
loves
my own
those.
heart. I love it.
Absolutely.
Mrs. Claus, the wonderful Mrs. Claus, joining me now. I know you're. Now that you're here, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I do have one thing to get off my chest. I'm looking at that list. Is Ben Stevens on the nice list?
Ben Stevens is still on the nice list, and I remember, Ben, your favorite toy when you were just, oh my goodness, it was 2006. We brought you a cell phone. We were just getting into electronics, and I remember how much you loved it. It's red, just like Mrs. Claus's phone.
She really does know this. Oh boy. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. You know what? Mrs. Claus gets the ding sound effect. Yes, that is true. I remember getting that. I'm just like, I've only heard of these in rumors. It's amazing. I have a cell phone now. and I was just a kid. It was like owning a Lamborghini at the time. So, yes, Mrs. Claus, I'm shocked that you knew that. Well, on that note, Mrs. Claus, thank you again for joining me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and you can absolutely come back next year. Tim McGraw, Nothing to Die For, is on.